in the next 5 years, and I want to not just have directed slash produced slash made a few movies. I want to actually have my own production company within the next 5 years and be leading this movement. People like you, people like me, of kingdom-minded people who are aware of subtext, who are aware of what we're teaching within our stories. And yeah, so that's what I aspire to be and do in the next 5 years. I aspire to be a director and a producer with my own studio company and to be cash flow millionaire, honestly, past that within the next 5 years. And not done, I forgot another part about that. What about my path there to the millions and all that? The millions in the studio is different from my friends that I graduated with. So what's different about that is that school, well, part of it's the schooling, because I'm not going that road. I said that earlier, but part of that is Myron Godin. I like listening to him. He calls school the misdirectional educational system. And the reason for that is that there's a lot of like mindset and habits that they teach you in school that are counterintuitive to my calling. So an example would be I took an entrepreneurship class my last semester in high school last year. And there was a few things in that course, but some of it was like, oh, business is a big risk, and college, go take a college class, because what the thing about college is and school is that it's more so, instead of encouraging you and teaching you how to go out and do the thing, they teach you how to work for someone else. And that's not what we want to do. We want other people to work for us. And sometimes business is put in like a negative light, but really, what's bad about making jobs for other people, right? So more than just like providing for yourself, it's providing for others. And like I said, school doesn't encourage that. It encourages you to go be safe, get a college degree, and go get a job working for someone else. But it also doesn't quite make sense, because it's the safe route, right? Well, college costs a lot, and then what are the chances you get your actual job you went for? For example, we're here in Savannah, Georgia, and we've had the privilege to work with some SCAD students. So one of the films my brother worked on, Mom was talking to the crew, and I think it was the director, anyway, one of the above the line roles. So one of the heads of one of the departments, and she asked them what they were going to do when they finished up SCAD, because they were almost there. They were about to finish up their college, and they said they were going to go be, it was like director or DP or something. And they said they were going to start working as a PA. And it's like, what, a PA? And so PA is a production assistant, and it's the bottom rung of the ladder in the film industry. And it's like, you're getting this degree from SCAD, and you want to be a PA. And yes, you got to get your name out there and be known so people trust your resume, so people know you can do the thing. But it's like, why PA at the bottom of the ladder? If you want to be just be a PA and then climb up the ladder, you can just go to Savannah Tech with, by comparison, cheaper course to get all the knowledge, and I would say probably better knowledge for how to be a PA. But that's because Savannah Tech is a technical college, so it's more for the below the line job, whereas SCAD's for the above the line, the more creative roles in the film industry. But again, it doesn't make sense, especially with something like SCAD that's $50,000 a year for tuition. And it's like, why? And then I have a classmate of mine, they were in my film class at the high school, and they're going to SCAD, but they don't fully know what they want to do. At my school, they were a filmmaker, they were an actor, They were just really busy doing a lot, and now they're going to SCAD, but yeah, they didn't know fully what they wanted to do. And another part with like the climbing the ladder thing is that I talked to Mr. Grace. He's the teacher over at Savannah, and he said that like the roles like director and I think DP as well, those aren't really roles you climb up to. The best way to do those is to like make your own films, make your own stuff, and then hopefully you make something big enough with enough traction. You make something big enough that catches the eyes of the right person that they go, oh, you got skill, I want you. So again, it doesn't, so learning by doing, which is something I mentioned earlier, is really a good way to go. Because also something they don't teach you in college, like if you were to take like a business class, teach you all this stuff, but then they don't teach you like marketing or how to make the actual sale. Because if you don't have eyeballs in your thing, and if you aren't able to sell anything, so the first thing, if you can't get people to look at your thing, you can't sell anything, and if you can't sell anything, that means you don't make any money and your business flops. So just stuff like that is omitted in the school system that you can learn by doing, and you can also learn from like having conversations with other people, having coaches and mentors. So like me, frankly I don't know how to start a business, but my mom does. So I can ask her for guidance, I can ask her for tips, but I can also learn along the way, and I can read books and I can ask other people. So that's part of the reason why I'm not going to college. And because I can learn by doing and learn as I go, I can get started without delay. So if you want to follow along with me on this journey as I develop my filmmaking skills, my filmmaking career, and also my businesses, then you can go ahead and subscribe and follow me along on that journey. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.